Hackers aren't typing out code line by line anymore. I really want you to think about that for a second. You know that old Hollywood image? The guy in a dark hoodie furiously clacking away on a keyboard trying to break into a corporate mainframe? Yeah, that is ancient history. Today, attackers are launching autonomous AI agents. We're talking about highly intelligent automated scripts that scan, exploit, and attack your computer at literal machine speed. They don't need sleep, they definitely don't take coffee breaks, and they move infinitely faster than any human security guard possibly could.
And this brings us to a really alarming reality for our defenses. Traditional antivirus, it relies entirely on static file signatures. Think of it exactly like a bouncer at a club checking IDs against a printed list of known troublemakers. If you aren't on the list, hey, you get right in. But AI-driven malware mutates its own code in real time. So it's like that troublemaker changing their face, their outfit, and their ID every 5 seconds. That static list becomes completely useless, right? The mutating AI just slips right past your old-school bouncer without raising a single alarm. Basically, traditional antivirus is officially obsolete.
So how do we even respond to that? Well, you simply have to fight machine speed with machine speed. To protect our systems from these relentless AI threats, that old single barrier method just isn't going to cut it anymore. We need a massive paradigm shift. What we need is a new intelligence layer. The source material outlines this really effective 5-step strategy to lock down your system, basically establishing an entirely new baseline of network intelligence. So let's walk through exactly how to build this modern, multi-layered digital fortress.
The very first major upgrade we need is Behavioral AI Endpoint Detection and Response, or EDR for short. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it completely flips the script on that old school bouncer we talked about. Instead of just looking at what a file looks like, behavioral AI monitors what a process actually does. So let's say you open a seemingly normal document, but then suddenly that document tries to inject code directly into your system memory. Because the behavioral AI EDR is watching the action, the behavior, rather than just checking the file type, it instantly recognizes the malicious intent and quarantines the threat on the spot.
Moving to our second layer of defense, we have network micro-segmentation. This is a core part of what's called a zero-trust architecture. Imagine your network isn't just one big open castle with a single outer wall. Instead, it's more like a submarine. You've got these heavy, watertight doors for every single compartment. It acts as an internal firewall around absolutely every device. If a mutating AI agent somehow manages to breach one computer, micro-segmentation kicks in immediately. It seals that compartment, stopping the automated malware dead in its tracks and preventing it from spreading laterally across the rest of your system.
But even with perfectly segmented networks and all that fancy behavioral tracking, we still have to address another massive vulnerability, the identity vault. This is where our own human blind spots come into play. See, offensive AI models aren't just attacking our hardware anymore, they are incredibly adept at manipulating us. They can generate hyper-realistic phishing pages in a matter of seconds, and they use automated proxy tools designed specifically to trick users and hijack credentials. The reality is, we're very often the weakest link in the chain, and offensive AI knows exactly how to exploit that human vulnerability at a massive scale.
And that brings us to a highly necessary upgrade. Honestly, we need to actively kill off SMS two-factor authentication. Those one-time passcodes we all rely on, they can be easily hijacked in seconds by AI proxy tools. It's just not safe anymore, period. We have to transition our identity security over to hardware security keys and FIDO2 passkeys. These use something called domain-bound cryptography. In plain terms, they are physically unphishable. The cryptography is tied directly to the specific, legitimate website. That means even the absolute most flawless AI-generated phishing page literally cannot steal your login.
To keep up with these attackers, our defense protocols themselves absolutely must be automated. Let's look at continuous automated patch management. So, the crucial point is that offensive AI tools are constantly crawling the web, day and night, just hunting for newly discovered system vulnerabilities. By automating your operating system and application updates, you're actively closing those security gaps before the automated web crawlers even have a chance to knock on your door.
Finally, to truly complete this multi-layered fortress, we need to enforce the principle of least privilege alongside application whitelisting, using strict policies like AppLocker. Essentially, this means actively locking down admin rights on everyday user accounts. You set the rules so that only explicitly trusted, pre-approved software is allowed to run on the machine. Think about it. If an unauthorized AI script somehow makes it through every other layer we just talked about and tries to execute, The operating system steps in and simply says, no way. The threat is blocked at the absolute deepest part of the system, the kernel level.
All of this leads us to the ultimate mandate for this new technological era. Attackers are leveraging AI speed, so your security needs to operate at machine speed too. This is the absolute core takeaway from our source material for today. The days of set it and forget it security, those are totally 100% gone. You absolutely must upgrade your stack, you must lock down access, and you must employ a dynamic, multi-layered defense if you want to survive this new baseline of network warfare.
Which leaves us with a pretty critical question to end on. Is your network ready to fight autonomous agents? I mean, take a hard look at your own digital fortress right now. Are you still relying on static antivirus signatures and easily intercepted SMS codes? Or have you actually upgraded your environment to operate at machine speed? The threats aren't typing line by line anymore. It's time to take immediate action. Upgrade your defenses and stay safe out there.